All right, bro, brothers and sisters. What I'm about to bring out in this certain video right here is about the penny. We need to have something else to power us. We need another personal image for our people on this copper metal. Because this same metal, this penny, which I'm about to bring up on the screen, what you're seeing right here is what's powering the country. This is what is powering the country with our slave labor. This this currency right here, and I'm gonna get into a little bit. I'm gonna get into a little bit on Abraham Lincoln and what his overall, or you can say the spiritual point of view of him, who his life was, and what he did. First of all, the man built law. He stayed in a log cabin, so to say. And if you are inside a log cabin, which they put this man's house, excuse me, they put whatever that is, that sacred site that's behind the penny. This right here, I'm about to show you something. Hopefully you can see it. And that is a shield that says from many to one. And what that means is that the United States are one people now. Even though they come from many different nations, but one thing we do know is that the white man, woman, and child and domestic animals are the devil. But as you see right here, there are many pennies with different things behind them, but all of them symbolize house. And basically, same thing, e pluribus unum right here. But on this one right here, you have a shield that is upside down on the penny. Hopefully you can see that. The man stayed in the Lincoln Law, which says that he stayed in the house of, he had a spirit to him, which basically you think he freed us, but the man did not free us. The man ain't do nothing but put us into, he freed the man actually enslaved our mind even more. Basically what I wanted to say about the man is that he is the devil, of course. He did not free slaves. Hopefully you already got that through your mind. But what I wanted to get to is that on this penny, if we had anything on this penny of currency, that's why I say we're electrical currents. We are actually powering this country through what Abraham Lincoln has established for this country. He wanted to keep the union. So he did certain things that will make sure that we keep the union between two parties, the North and the South. That's why it says from many to one. And this shield right here lets you know that it's a sign of protection. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, what's good for us is bad for them. What's bad for us, they damn sure gonna profit off of it. Next videos that I'm coming out with is on Hitler, our friend Hitler. Boy, you in for a rude awakening. And when you finally wake up, everything that you learned before you knew who you actually were actually plays a part to everything that you're learning and getting into. And I'm talking about especially the brothers and sisters who are into this ample knowledge. And to the brothers and sisters that have been watching my videos from the Ville that I've been trying to, get kick the bobo with, you're not going to understand this. But if you do, you know what I'm saying, I suggest you chit chat with me about it when we see each other, or you can just go ahead and fathom, or just keep the information. But like I was saying, let me get back to Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, man, this man. Oh, excuse me. Let me get back to this penny. Let's say, for instance, we had Martin Luther King here, which he damn near is, since the man did do the Million Man March, going to the Abraham Lincoln, I'm guessing, memorial, where he's sitting on the chair. And guess what? There are specific ways that he's sitting on the chair. Every sign and symbol, everything that you do stems from the mind. When somebody is talking about a certain situation and you all of a sudden your throat gets scratchy out of nowhere, you go doing stuff like that. That's something that's a sign of, I don't know how to explain it, but hopefully you got it. Let's say, for instance, all of a sudden you talking and your back of your neck just go to scratching like this. The Masons use these. The Masons are hypnotists. How can I say this? The Masons are in your face wizards. In your face wizards. I'm telling you straight up. They do different things like if you work with them, a lot of bosses you may not ever see it, you may not ever recognize it or notice it. But I'm telling you, they still use, that is a science to slavery. Basically what I'm saying. And these bosses, what they do is they fart on you. They literally fart on you. The reason why, even if you're doing a great job, unless you are their boy, they will fart on you. Because basically what they want to tell you is that you shitty. Even if you're doing a great job, I was doing septic tank and irrigation, and I'm doing a great job, and noticing now that we were the ones that did irrigation and then systems and stuff like that. I was doing it on point. I'm talking about I was that naga, straight up. But yeah, the bosses will come through and try to, and you got to stand up and look at them like, and they do certain things like they give you tools, and when you have the tools in your hand, they'll ask for it back, but they'll say, "Don't hand me the hammer that way, hand me the hammer this way." That's how you do it. I'm telling you, they are mental hypnotists. Even with these therapists and stuff like that, one thing you should know is that a therapist is always gonna have some teeth. Sound crazy, don't it? Sound kind of awkward, don't it? But I'm telling you, you think it's insignificant. You think the things that you have around you, everything that you have around you, even things that you don't even, you just put in the drawer and put away, is still in your house. If you get what I'm saying. Or most of the time, like women, when women and people hoard, is that they can't get rid of things and they just put it to the back of their mind for later, not knowing why they want it or why they have it. But that's just a woman's thing, because a woman is going to collect a whole bunch of things in order to purify and find out a reason to make it one. It's just like having a baby. But what I'm saying, well, let me get back to this. I'm not going to get, I'm trying to make this a 10-minute video, but these electrical currents, we need to stop living off this electrical current. This is how, and it's 1 penny. A million of us went and powered Abraham Lincoln's doctrine. But what Martin Luther King actually was doing, and the reason why I brought that up and not get to the depth of it yet, because I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm actually pointing it more towards good. Because whether we like it or not, Martin Luther King was that stick. And even before I say, basically in the past, coming into this knowledge, I'm thinking like Martin Luther King was a coon, he was a this and that and the third, but that man had the electrical current. He had the power to get 1,000,000 men together. Farrakhan got the power to get 1,000,000 men together. And if you think Farrakhan lying about that will, then you don't understand what he's talking about. You clearly don't understand what he's talking. I used to sit back and think like, why this nigga always talking about spaceships following him, and he talking about the wheel follow me. What he's talking about, the wheel. If you understand Hebrew characters, I don't know the Hebrew language, but I know the Hebrew characters. They speak. They are a book in themselves. One Hebrew character, like hey, is a whole movie to itself. But like I say, a picture is 1,000 words. I need to learn Hebrew, but what I'm gonna get to is basically what Martin Luther King did was he used electrical current to set something in motion that we wouldn't even know was the truth. It's time for you to go back and look at that I Have a Dream speech and see what dream he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But what he actually talking about is black nigger supremacy. We can't even fathom that. And it's crazy because it sounds strange. what he was saying, little white boys and little white girls and little black girls and little black boys. Man, this man was talking about supremacy. Straight up. He was in he was the spark, or he was the one that put into motion the what is it called? Um I think it's called polar shift. Okay, this might be a 15-minute video. I think it's called polar shift. When the head is the tail and the tail is the head, or different sides of the poles. But like I say, man, I'm trying to make this a little bit shorter than 15 minutes. I suggest you check out some of my next videos I'm coming out with, showing you the Seminoles, which I will be showing you the Seminoles, which I am, which I know in completeness, not only from my mother's side, her mother and grandmother. We done went through this history. I mean, her mother and uh, daddy, both Seminole Indians, and I even had I wasn't never really good with my stepfather, but starting to kick it with him a little bit more in my recent years. I didn't even know he knew he was a Seminole Indian, and we went to talking about the Gators and stuff like that, and he was like, "Yeah, man, the Gators. Remember what they used to do? They used to feed us to the Gators and this, that, and the third, and all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like Egypt did." But I ain't even know him and his family. They from Tallahassee, which my grandpa on my mama's side is from, because my grandma on my mama's side is from Indiantown by Mockley and all of that there. But majority of our family, my mother and my father's side, all come from Miami. All migrated from Miami out. And the more and more I look at these Seminole pictures, and which my grandma, which people just keep telling me, but I'm not getting it, because how is my grandma gonna tell a grandchild who just new to this world? How is a dog gonna tell a puppy that when the master say sit, that mean to do like this? And not gonna learn it yet. So it's crazy. I'm not gonna get into that right now. It's a little bit awkward. But let me come back to this. But like I say, true Seminole Indian, man. And one thing you should know, I'm gonna bring my next video is gonna be on thoughts and conclusion of the Seminole Indians of Florida. Thoughts from word of mine, uh, on the Seminole Indians, and I will be showing you that there were Native American niggers in Germany. And I'm gonna tell you something. Our friend Hitler. One thing, boy, when you find this stuff out, the reason why they even pent us again, why are we mad at Hitler for something he did to some other people? That's like foreigners that come here, Hindus and Asians, get mad at the white man for what they did to us. That's only if they on our side. They want us to go against what they go against, and they want us to be with what they want to be with. That was the whole ideal of the penny I showed you. The electrical currents of the penny and the subliminal messaging that it does. I'm telling you straight up, the man lived in a log cabin. Like, it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And the man got killed in a theater. Ain't that what plays happen at? They do everything is everything. Everything, reality. If you don't know how to read reality, then I'm talking to you in vain with this video. And the reason why I'm deleting most of my videos, because with the introduction of people I've been talking to and kicking it to in the neighborhood and all over the city, which is real deal footwork from the young brave. And I'm a big guy and I'm losing weight. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday I fasted, went on and walked the whole neighborhood into the store and stopped everybody. Hey man, you know this and that, and the next thing is gonna come is I'm gonna get fitted up, I'm gonna get dipped in ancient garb, and I'm gonna go ahead and post up like the Hebrews. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna get up and post up like we do, like we've been commanded to do. I said Hebrews, trying to separate that from us, but it's actually the truth. But this video is going to 15 minutes. The electrical currents on the penny, we need something else. and the silver, the nickel, and the cobalt, and the silver that's on the quarter penny, that the percentage of each metal that's in each one of those coins is relevant, and it is a they have a chemical. They have us in chemical slavery. We get mad when they get mad, when they do stuff to make us mad. If you get the whole black and white checkerboard, I mean, excuse me, that's black and red, but checkerboard is from the Czech Republic, which we had them as slaves at one time. But it's chess. The black and white, what they're actually doing is a game of probability. It's actually warfare. It's Cobra warfare. It's the mental equivalent of boxing. I'm telling you straight up, real. And hopefully you get what I'm saying, and if you get it, this is why I don't talk about information like this, because it's awkward and it's weird. Even though it's straight up 100, I'm talking about I gotta give you certain perspectives before I give you this one truth, because all of these perspectives are gonna link like a spider web, if you get what I'm saying. But the white man, woman, and child of America is the devil. And there are other nations. The Asian man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. One thing you don't know, one thing you're not going to even fathom is we had slaves in slavery. The Germans were the Germans were the first one to bow down to us while we were in captivity. Literally bow down to us. But how they gonna bow down to a people who are not the masters yet? I'm telling you, Hitler set something in motion that once you find out and realize, and you check that swastika out, Judah gonna wake up. Judah is literally gonna wake up. I'm telling you. I'm out.